This is for the leaders, the visionaries, the hope bringers, kindness instigators. This is your place to get loved, poured into, activated, and inspired. Well, good morning. Welcome to Fireside Friday, October 24th, 2025. I've got a little bit of a different fireside for you this morning than I've ever done, which is exciting. But I woke up kind of just open and a little playful. Something else that was kind of coming through was silly, like letting things be easier. And also, I wanted to own too, if you tried to come last week to the fireside, it did not happen. I just got back from the beach with my mom. We got back really, really early. So if you did try to come in person and you missed me, you didn't miss anything. So I apologize. But it's what was needed. So, at least for me, to recuperate, we got back really early, like a little after 4 a.m. last Friday. And it was a long drive, all the things. So, thank you for your patience and sorry we missed one another, but I trust that that time was well spent and nourishing, I'm hoping anyway. But welcome into this Fireside Friday, silly gooses. Yeah, that feels like an overarching message for all of us is just maybe take life a little less seriously. Where can we find some laughter and play? And so this morning I'm doing something a little different. I have actually pulled three separate cards. And so whether you're listening to the replay or you're here live in the room, I am going to show an image of these different cards. They have two of them have different crystals and one has a shell. And what I want you to do is just feel into which one feels like your spirit connects with before I do the readings. So if you're here right now in the room, you're in for a treat because I get to share the actual image with you. It will also be on the replay. Um, but let's see, I should probably just be able to do it just like so. If I can, if it will let me actually, well, now just give me just 1 second, por favor. Be a little silly with me. Oh, there we go. I can just share my Finder window. Didn't know that that was a thing. Um, but yes, if you've never done this before, it makes you feel, I don't know, like you might get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. Um, this, these, these are all, this gets to be fun play. See what connects with you the most. And again, I'm going to describe the crystals just in case you're in a place where you can't, um, and the shell, if you can't see it. But I want you to just really trust, even if you heard me say two crystals in a shell and you're like, ooh, shell. Just go off your first instinct. I haven't even flipped these cards over myself, so I have no idea what we're in for here either. It's kind of like life, we never really know. But we've got the first card in the lineup. It has a huge pink quartz on top of it. So that quartz is rough, but it's a very subtle pink color. In the middle, we have a shell. It's just a small white shell. It's probably about the size of a quarter. And then the last card, we have a small piece of jade. It is also, it's smooth. It's the smoothest stone in the bunch, or the crystal. I'm going to say it's the smoothest one we have in the bunch. The other two have different surfaces. Our first quartz that was pink is a little jagged. We've got the shell that has the texture. And then the last being that jade, it's also green and about the size of the quarter as well. So I just really want you to sit just for a moment and breathe in to your choice. Just really solidify which one you think the message is for you today. And today we also have the Divine Feminine Oracle. So I'm asking and have asked that the goddess that you need right now in your life would come forward, that you would have some specific message that you are meant to receive today from these different goddesses. And I will say to our women, spiritual teachers, leaders, all goddesses, really. Let's think about that. But again, just trust that you know what you need and you'll receive what you need. I'm trusting that. And I do believe there will be interconnectedness that happens. There always is. And there's probably going to be some themes that run throughout all of the cards. That's just the inclination I'm getting. So I'm excited to flip with you. All right. So if you have your pick in the bunch, we are going to start left to right. Actually, yes, we are, because that is how it's been feeling. Um, Part of my silliness is also to try and go against the grain sometime when it really is just easy. So, all right. So here we have our pink quartz. This is the one that I was feeling really drawn to today. So we'll see what's in store for our pink quartz. So we've got Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So give me just a moment and I'm going to flip to where we need to go. Saraswati. And we will see what is in store here. I'm going to try to hold up the card still while I read. All right. The goddess of self-knowledge. Saraswati represents the self-knowledge of who we are so that nothing impedes the flow of creativity from the soul. Her name is a fusion of the Sanskrit words for essence and oneself. Saraswati's name translates then as the one who leads to the essence of self-knowledge. She is a part of the Hindu goddess Trinity, the Tridevi or Tridevi, together with Parvati and Lakshmi. All three goddesses help the trinity of Hindu gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, to create, maintain, and regenerate the universe. The earliest mention of Saraswati is in the Rig Veda, a collection of ancient sacred texts that date back to 1500 BCE. She is sometimes referred to as the mother of the Vedas and is understood to be the personification of knowledge. Students appeal to her for assistance on exams, and writers and artists pray to her to remove all the obstacles that keep them from being a clear conduit for the creativity that wants to come through them. She is considered to be a river goddess or a feminine deity with healing, flowing waters. She is venerated as the goddess of music, the arts, and learning because of this association with waters that heal and purify. Her iconography often associates her with a white lotus, symbolizing the purity of wisdom her energy brings. Just a little more here. When your soul selects her card, when we are aligned with the essence of who we are, then what needs to be communicated through us, whether with words or music or artwork, can flow. When our creativity feels blocked or stagnant, it isn't because the waters have dried up. We might fear this, but the truth is that self-awareness is the key to unlocking our creative flow. When we take the time to return to the essence of who we really are and nurture that essence, we realign again with the river of expression that the soul generates. Saraswati is the reminder that anything we create that purifies us in the process of making it is a blessing. Our art should be judged not on popularity, but on its power to transform us. Saraswati is a call to return to the essence of our true self. The energy of her card is a charge for more self-knowledge, more awareness of our own unique soul, and what our needs are in this moment. She leads us back into the finely attuned space where we can express with ease and grace what the soul desires most to share. And the energy feels like a river moving through us. It heals, it liberates, and it inspires others to return to their own essence as well. Soul voice meditation. What is one word to describe the essence of my true self and intention? The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. What I love really about this card too, well, this morning, one of the words too that came up with silliness was stagnant. So I am not surprised to see it here, but it's always nice when things are affirmed. And one of the things that I have struggled with in my own creativity and in my own self-expression is that sometimes when I feel stalled, stuck, or stagnant, which is what the card has also spoken to, is that it can feel like maybe we're off track, maybe something's not right. But something that I have shifted to in the last couple years is trying to see what is the stagnancy actually offering me. Perhaps too, when we reach those ruts or those impediments in our flow, they're there to kind of jostle us, to perhaps take us off course a little bit in order to change the view that we're actually in. So if you are also creating right now, you're in the throes of wanting to bring more, birth more, um, bring more into the world. I feel like one of the biggest things that was coming through for me as I was reading this was that our stagnancy, our bumps, our hurdles, and our desire for that flow is all tied together. That you don't have to force, you don't have to push. Um, there's no urgency to push past the moment in front of you. There is there's no need for you to push. Instead, like relax in and try to start seeing, how is this for me? What does this mean and how does it serve? And what could this change of perspective, this stagnancy, be offering me in this moment, in this time and space? What I love too about the card as well is there are some green elements that come through the back. It's got some natural in with the white lotus. Um, and so I love green in the heart chakra space. That feels really important to remind us to be anchoring into our heart and speaking from that place, creating from that place. And it's okay too if we're feeling like that angst or that twist or that um, Hmm. Dissonance could be a word too. That's all right. Because as you trust that process and lean into it, contemplate what it might mean, that's when we relax in, we find um, different interpretations than our need to control or force a path that we had fixed or thought things might turn out. Um, and there's so much more beauty when we get taken off the course and discovering what's available for me here. What waterfall might I discover because I took a wrong turn? Um, so just letting that process be one that ebbs and flows feels important. And I receive this message as well. It's a message meant for me too. All right. Our second card here with our cute little shell. Let's see who we've got. Ah, I have never pulled this card for you shell girlies. In Heduana, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Let me find her. 206. And I will hold up our card here too, so you can see it if you're watching. I could flip faster. Here we go. Enheduana embodies the ability to become one with our soul, to live out our highest purpose. Born in Mesopotamia during the Akkadian Empire around 2285 BCE, Enheduanna is considered not only the first known female poet, but also the first named literary author in history. It is believed that she was the daughter of the Sumerian king Sargon of Akkad. She was given the title of In, which signified her tremendous political power. Sargon of Akkad named her the highest priestess of the most important temple in Sumer, and she was charged with the lofty task of melding the Sumerian gods and goddesses with the Akkadian ones to create stability in the empire. Enheduanna composed 42 hymns. Her most famous works are titled The Exaltation of Inanna and the Sumerian Temple Hymns. Her hymns were copied and used long after her death and considered immensely valuable, equal to the inscriptions of kings. She is credited with creating the structure of poetry, psalms, and prayers that were then used throughout the ancient world. Her hymns influenced and inspired the prayers and psalms of the Hebrew Bible and the Homeric epics. It is believed that she reached a semi-divine status in her lifetime and that she was considered to be the embodiment of the Sumerian goddess Inanna. When your soul selects her card, over 4,000 years ago, the high priestess Enduana wrote in the exaltation of Inanna, Most precious lady, beloved by An, your holy heart is great. And in the Sumerian temple hymns, whatever enters you is unequaled, whatever leaves endures. She is the limitless love and the inexhaustible power that moves through us when we merge with the soul. We each have a personal myth. We each have an Ishata Diva, a personal deity who inspires and compels us to bring heaven right here on earth by moving us with her fierce conviction that we're divinely led. Ininduana encourages us to integrate our light and our dark to bring our unconscious aspects of self into consciousness. The high priestess is often described as the guardian of the unconscious. She is that aspect in all of us that holds the veil of awareness that separates us from our inner depths. In Hinduana is about merging the awareness of our soul and all the love and power it gives us with our individual personality or ego, what Swiss psychologist Carl Jung would call personality one and personality two. Induana wants you to live and breathe your soul. She wants you to become so intimate with it that there is no longer any separation and there are no more excuses or apologies for how powerful you are. You are the high priestess. You are the eternal, she whispers. Your holy heart is this legendary soul voice meditation, what allows me to experience the reality of my soul and intention. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. I love this card. I love the melding, the idea too that we aren't separate, that we are all part of a greater whole with our soul and our spirit. I love this too. Whatever enters you is unequaled, whatever leaves endures. Whatever enters you is unequaled, whatever leaves endures. That both things are unwavering. They stick, they stay, but not in a way that I feel like there's an invitation around this card to release some of the expectations around what it meant to be in different personalities within your life. Um, that, again, that unified embodiment and existence that you're craving to be one soul in one body, having a thrilling, aligned experience means that you have to or get to let go and shed some of the expectations around how you think that you need to be showing up. Because I think that you're being invited to really lean into the unity of self and soul over expectation of what you may have even internalized when you were young or little. And I think the message here too is that as you yoke yourself under um, who you actually are, what you actually crave, how you actually crave to spend your time, that all else that you're craving is going to flow from that. The community that you want to be part of, build, or foster, and the clients that you seek to attract, those things will only get better the more that you lean into your own soul expression, whatever that looks like, even if it feels weird, even if, especially, it feels like your family might not understand. Just know that you're creating a new family each and every time that you are courageous with the soul that you have, showing up just as you are, as a silly little weirdo that you might feel like you are. And I relate to this as well, that sometimes it feels like, is that okay? Is it okay to call myself a silly little weirdo? Will people like that? And it's like, we attract and we repel always. We're always attracting and repelling as we step out and dare to be our weird, silly selves. So that's the invitation for this card too, is you get to be one with exactly who you are. Trust that who is meant to join you will only just be like, that's my weird best friend. And who is meant to leave you, depart you, to misunderstand you. Good. It's not meant for them. You're not meant to be bound under the desire to please anyone else than finding that alignment and deep friendship with your soul. Beautiful card. All right, last we have our smooth little jade card. I'm excited to see what we have here. And I love this because we got green Terra for our jade, our green. I love a good theme. So we've got some more green coming through. Let's see. Let me go over here. Going to page 113, and I'll pick up that card again so you guys can see more of it. Okay. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Green Terra embodies the emboldened state that overcomes fear and allows us to take action on what we know is right. Terra is a female Buddha, and in the Vajrayana Buddhist tradition, she is known as the Mother of Liberation because her name is derived from the root to cross. Terra assists all beings in crossing the ocean of suffering to liberation. According to the Terra Tantra, eons ago, Terra incarnated as a king's daughter. She showed such spiritual excellence and such profound compassion that she impressed a group of monks. They told her that they would pray for her to be reborn a man so that she could reach enlightenment. She responded by enlightening them. I love this. She had told them that there's no such thing as male and female. The ideas, projections, and expectations that we superimpose onto the male form and the female form are not real. They are contrived. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Tara vowed then and there before all the monks that she would remain a female Buddha for all lifetimes until all beings were liberated from the illusion that a person's sex determines their ability to become enlightened. Tara has 4 different types of enlightened activity and divine attributes, depicted symbolically through the colors red, white, black, yellow, and green. Green Tara is Tara's embodiment of compassionate action or enlightened action. Her green color signifies vigor and vitality. Her mudra also represents vitality and the purity of our life force, the prana mudra. She is the action we take from a deeply rooted place within our heart. She is the energy that seeks to act in alignment with what will free us as we liberate others. Green Terra, when your soul selects her card, Green Terra is that sacred nudge to get moving, to do what it is that your soul compels you to do. Don't sit with an idea or project any longer. Take action on it. Don't think about a friend who keeps coming into your heart. Go bring her dark chocolate or send her a love letter. Don't wait to express your love to someone you've needed to. Go now. Tell the truth. Let your feet be moved by what has been caged within you. Let your wisdom shift into inspired action. Tara is the message that the time for action is now. There's nothing to wait for and no person you need to become before doing what you've come here to do. Start small. Let the soul lead, not the ego. It's not the grandeur of the gesture or effort. It's the amount of love something is done with that ever matters. There are so many injustices in the world, so much suffering, that it's easy to get stuck in the molasses of helplessness. The brilliant Burmese diplomat Aung San Suu Kyi says, if you're feeling helpless, help someone. Green Terra is about aligning what moves us to tears with compassionate action. She's the push to do something, anything that might alleviate the suffering of others. In the process of taking action with love and from love, we also liberate ourselves. Soul voice meditation. What does my soul want me to take action on right now? An intention. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. I love how these cards have built on one another as well. But specifically, guys, if you picked this Jade, you better be taking some action. Like it is every time I read that, I'm like, yes, jolt. Yes, move. Yes, be be moving towards what you feel like you need. And I love that it lists to something as simple as write the letter, give the chocolate, do the thing that's on your heart, move into that full essence and expression of what your soul is craving. More of that kinetic energy is also going to move other energy that may surprise you. Even a small action like writing a letter or giving someone some chocolate. Be an experimenter here with this. Really see what that looks like as you take that action. How do you feel and what else moves in your life? I think sometimes um, we don't quite understand how interconnected we all are, but also in the energy of taking one simple action, what may compel or instigate a whole other slew of things that we've been yearning for. Specifically, right now, to the example that came to mind, is also who will be impacted when we take that action. So, whether it's your daughter or someone in your life who's watching you, it could be clients, it could be um, people that you regularly are setting an example for in a position of leadership. Whatever this is for you, as you take these actions, even if they feel silly, even they feel a little weird, like something that you're like, this doesn't, it's, why would this affect anything else? Pay attention because it's going to. I feel like it's going to light or instigate other acts of kindness or, and that those small actions are really too what make life really worth living too. When we think about what has meant the most to me in my life, usually too for me, it's like the right words at the right time, the piece of encouragement, a compliment when I really needed it most. Things that are very small in the grand scheme of things, but feel so big in the moment. So move towards what you're being asked to take on, what you're asked to create. There's a bigger invitation here that's going to have far-reaching impact. I feel like that kindness, like I said, it's always rippling, it's always creating those changes. But the invitation here is as you do it, watch what else happens. Watch and see how you're surprised or delighted by what takes place by from something that you're like, I mean, sure, it's nice, but what could happen from this? Just see. Just see. That feels like the biggest experimental card here right now is that this one take some action. So if that green jade called to you, see what happens. Move some energy. Um, I'm going to read just the bottom three anecdotes here with each card, just so we hear the words again. Because, like I said, there's some interconnected parts and pieces, really aligning and trusting the flow of our life, being in the empowered alignment with our soul, and then taking that aligned action, like they're building, fueling one another. Okay, Saraswati, the essence of who I am, flows effortlessly into everything I create. Okay, in Hinduana, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Green Tara, my soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. What a great place to be, in this silly place with you. Whatever card you receive today, may it just continue to light your way this week. May it be showing up for you in different ways. I'm asking that you'd receive some silly signs that you're on the right path, and that you would feel just encouraged, supported, and that you are divinely loved, because you are. It's been so good to be with you. I'll see you next week.